Today on Practical Productions, we're talking about lighting. Welcome to Practical Productions. I'm Mike Foucault. Today, we're talking about the newest light from Litepanels, the Astra Soft. It's just like the Astras that came before it, but they've added this great, wonderful diffusion across the front of it. What you see here is what you get right out of the box. Great quality light. Nice and diffuse. You get the light, the yoke, the power supply, but the stand is something that you're going to have to provide on your own. Now, there are some extras that you can add to this. First of all, being the Bluetooth module. This is something I highly recommend. It's actually one of the easiest Bluetooth devices I've connected to my phone. You can get an adapter frame for the front of this, which will allow you to put something like this, a 45-degree honeycomb adapter, right on the front, which will make this even more versatile. The max power of this is 110 watts, and it's equivalent to a 2K tungsten soft light. That's a lot of power out of a relatively small and very lightweight package. Because of the wonderful output and the great quality of light, it makes a fantastic key light. For those of you who may not be familiar with the term, key light is going to be your main light, the strongest light source in your scene in a three-point light system that you would typically use for interviews and talking heads and the like. So key light being your main strongest light, a fill light being something to fill in the shadows from the key light, and then a rim, background, hair light would be lighting the back, giving separation from the background. So let me show you, we'll go through, I'll show you how easy it is to connect to the app and exactly what this thing can do. So first of all, the back of this, we've got a power button, and we have the intensity knob here, and that's full power. There's a lot of light output there. Bring this back down, and then here up top is our color temperature selection. Left is tungsten, warmer colors, and right is daylight, our cooler tones. And you can have it fully selectable right in the middle. Now we see here that this is flashing blue. That tells us it's waiting for a Bluetooth signal. So I'll grab my phone, and I'll open the Litepanels Smart Light app, and I will hit the plus sign, add device. Try that again. I hit the plus sign, add device. Tells me it's scanning. I see the soft Astra 1x1 bicolor. I click press connect. Tells me it's connecting, and I'm connected. I hit done, and I can go into and select the light. And here, my first selection is my intensity. I can go from, obviously, all the way from 0 all the way up to 100%. I can then choose my percentage of daylight or tungsten and everything in between. I can also turn the fan on and off. I've got it set up as my key light right now, and what I like about this light is that it's very easy to use. It's super simple. The selections on the back are very easy, and adding the Bluetooth device was not difficult. It snapped right in. My phone connects to it extremely easily, and the Bluetooth makes it even easier. I can control every aspect of the light without ever having to go up and touch it, which is great if we need to make adjustments to a light that's hung up and you need a ladder to get to, or it's just a little difficult to get to. It actually makes things really easy on set, which is really nice. The other thing is I'm a fan of soft light. I love nice, diffuse, ooey gooey light, and you get this right out of the box without any sort of adapters or anything. You don't have the giant softbox that you need to store and unfold and fold the right way. You don't have the big diffusion panels that you need to worry about. So it simplifies things, and it really makes it easy to use, which is definitely in the plus column. It's extremely versatile. Again, because you have the ability to select between daylight and tungsten or anywhere in between, you have the equivalent of a 2K output, which gives you a lot of output. Makes it very versatile. I did a lot of testing with this. I did some interior shots next to a window, and I was able to use this as a fill and balance out the daylight coming in and match the lighting really well. I was able to get the color temperatures extremely close, and when you're able to do that and you're able to not have tons of mixed lighting, it makes life really easy. It makes the shots look better, and it makes color grading in post just a little bit easier. So it saves time and it makes things easier, and that's a win. That's always a win, and that makes it a very practical light. The other thing that makes this light even better and even more versatile is I can take my Anton Bauers and I can slap one on there and I can put it anywhere I want. I can move it around without having to worry about cords or taping down cords if I'm in an office location for a corporate shoot. So it makes it really great in that regard. So right now, I've got the light panel set up just as it is. We're 50% everything. And I can take the app here, and I'll just slide this over to tungsten. And you'll see the nice color shift to tungsten there. I'll then slide it over to daylight. And it gives us the nice blue, cooler daylight tones. I then can bring this down in intensity from 8%. Now I do have some practical lights going on in the scene, but I'm using this as a key light. I'll bring this up to, here's 50% again, and then all the way up to 100%. And there's a lot of great power here. I will show you what this looks like with the honeycomb filter in place. It changes it, and it makes it nice. And if that's the look you're going for, you can very easily achieve that. That's the 45-degree honeycomb grid that they have available. So let me bring the intensity down here a little bit. This is 66%, and I'll bring it back to 50-50 on the daylight versus tungsten. So it's a great quality light. I love the feeling of the light. It's nice and soft, and it's very pleasing to the eye, I feel, and it's extremely versatile. So is this a light that is going to be practical, that you're going to want to use on most of your shoots, or is this going to be that new piece of gear that you got and it just sits in your studio collecting dust? For me, I think this is a very practical piece of equipment. It's, like I said, easy to use. It's extremely versatile. The quality is fantastic, of build quality, and the light output and the light quality that you get is very, very fantastic. That versatility with the option for battery mounts, easily mounted accessories that you may or may not need, the amount of power that you can get from it. The size and the weight makes this extremely, extremely versatile, and all of those things are in the plus column. If I was hard-pressed to find something that I didn't like about this light, I would say, well, the power cord isn't long enough, but that's really not an issue at all, because who doesn't have a box of stingers laying around on set? And even if you don't, you can get the adapter and mount your Anton Bauers to it, and you're good to go. So it actually, what would be a negative, really actually is a positive, because you can use your batteries on it, which makes it even more flexible. So practically speaking, this light is definitely a win, and I highly suggest that you check it out. You won't be disappointed. It was a lot of fun to play with, and I really look forward to getting to use this light more and really utilizing it in more and more of my work, and really letting this thing shine. Well, that's it. That's really what I have on the new Litepanels Astra Soft. Take a look, check it out. If you've got any questions about the light or anything else in regards to video production or filmmaking, feel free to ask away in the comments section. Feel free to hit me up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on all of those, and I would love to hear from you. Until the next time, keep it practical.